I mentioned I'm going to be doing a little, a little prepping for some food today, and that means I'm doing some Primo HOT Italian sausage. It was on sale, $5.40. That's a lot of sausage for $5.40, and it's going to go in conjunction with this Chef Boyardee pizza sauce, which is like crack. I don't know what they put in it, but I love it. So I'm going to, I can't eat all that sausage. But you know what I can do is I can prep a little bit of it. And then I'll freeze the rest. Let's say prep enough for 2 sandwiches. So that's 4 of them, right? All right. Let's collect the sausage. So I've already prepared over here a pan with a little water. I'm going to steam said sausage. It's in there at room temperature right now. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this on very low. And we're going to let it, I'm going to cover it. And we're going to keep going from there. So, it's turned out to be a beautiful day. Look how nice it got out here. See, yeah, it's warm enough to be out here. Even in just the robe, which is awesome. But I'm cooking inside, so I have to return to the inside. All right, so that's on. I gotta wrap this other stuff up and do a little shrink wrap here. Oh, great cling wrap! I can never do this stuff quite right. I got all that sausage. I can't eat all that at once. I don't know why I think I could. Told you I was going to do the sausage this morning. It's a decent guy. A decent morning for a decent guy. But, yeah, I'm playing with my sausage. It's very... Some people might say it's not just irreverent, but inappropriate to play with your sausage. Don't put the sausage in your mouth like that. Like, for example, they say that's not... Just saying. Okay. So I'm wrapping stuff up. Because I can't eat all that sausage. Not at once. About to get real sloppy. It's blibbity blobbity. It's about to get sloppity. Alright. And all my sausages in their giant condom. Okay. Throw that in the freezer. See, the thing is, from what I understand, anytime that you expose a sausage to cold, it shrinks. So we're doing the pizza sauce, and we got the sausage cooking right now. Now what do we need? Well, we need something to put the damn sausage in. That would be these. Oh wait, I gotta flip it. That'd be these Khalees sub rolls, and that's what we're gonna do. No, I can't cook it all at once. Not only would it not wait. Not only would it not fit in the pan, oh, my hair's all over the place. But it's, again, it's about sessions. I can only eat so much at a time. It's a tradition. It's a tradition. But I'm not Italian. I'm French. And English. And a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Look how nice it is out there. Yeah. Okay, but so yeah, so now I gotta wait for a little steam to happen. I gotta let. Yeah. In the meantime, I got my Dr. Pepper here. Delish. So really decent. This is it's your fault. Oh. Well, that's not me. I know that's not me. I keep all my plates spinning. I got my other cell phone out here that doesn't actually have service, but it's connected via Wi-Fi. And so I can still play with commercials. Oh, you hear the plane outside? No, you are not to blame for the sloppy sausage. But I can play my playlist on this. It gives me 17 commercials. Which is paying for my music in a way, so. See, I want to be out there. I want to be in the sun. But I'm cooking. And if I'm cooking, well, one thing at a time. I feel like I need to brush my hair, though. It's gone rogue all on its own. You got the... Oh, I don't think any amount of brushing is going to help this. Brushing? Well, you were saying brushing. No help at all. Look how big that head is. You can tell there's a brain in there. This is the, still like that. It's the American Club pipe tobacco. Tobacco. And I roll those up and I save myself a nice chunk of change. I'm going to turn that up. I'm a little impatient. And I know I will be hungry. So I'm going to bring it to 3.5. Let's go in here. Let's see. Got to check my plants. My Oxalis triangularis farm. And I even got... Oh, I got a squirrel back there too. I don't know if you can see the squirrel. See the squirrel? See the squirrel? That's my dumpster squirrel. He waves at me when I'm rolling. But yeah. So all my oxalis and my aloe vera. All growing. And of course, a mirror to reflect the sun back through. So yeah, so that's but it still didn't change the fact I'm waiting on sausage. I want to say 2 packs worth, so about 40 smokes. As long as they don't go far. As long as I'm within visual range. Let's see how far I can go from my house before it starts to yell at me. Well, that didn't last long. I got 8 away from the Wi-Fi. It said no, Kev. But I've only just all these pots will be full of flowers and yeah. But it's nice out. And all this has got to be cleaned up today. Well, not today. But yeah, so I gotta remember I'm cooking. Well, okay, finally there's some heat in off the old stove. I'm going to put that up even a little more. Really, you shouldn't be impatient when you're cooking, but thanks. Of it. All over the place. I got the, excuse me, this right here is the Gables. That's like a historic building in town. I painted that years ago. And then this right down here, of course, is my vagina, which has 132,000 views. So 132,000 people have looked at my vagina, and you are too now. Yeah. And we got, yeah, let's go over here. Since you got me talking, huh? We got the right way, a little speckled pad. That one's not as good. But still, you know, got a lot of neat stuff around. That's actually, if you recognize that painting, that ended up as the album cover for my first album, Optimistic. That's what that one was. His was. See? Now I'm waiting. It's on. You see the light. I don't see any steam yet, though. Very patient. So, yeah. And I got, when it stops being windy, when the leaves back on the trees, it helps cut the wind back. And every painting I've ever done, in the wind turns into a kite. And that's, thank you very much. And I don't want to fly my art. I want to show it and sell it. Some of it I won't sell. Some of it I'm very close to personally. But, and for whoever was in there last night asking, I do use a pick when I play guitar, but just not often. Because I like the finger work. I like to do my finger work. Ooh, but you know what? Let's go in the front room. Oh, God, this room is terrible. It really is like a... Yeah, it should be hanging on the wall back there, but I don't know if I can even get to it. Like this, right? Oh, yeah. That's just a stack of paintings all the way to the floor. That's the stack. And then, of course, it's hanging at an angle, but I'm still finding that one. And the good one was covered up. You can see I got all sorts of, and then I have, I don't know if you can tell what that is, Marvin the Martian. And then it's a little too dark to see it here. That's right. Let's go. We'll go back. Not there's terrible light in that front room unless I go through my bits. But nope, I hear that means yeah, I can feel the heat coming off it now. That's good. All right. So yeah, I gotta, that massive stack is gonna go on the front lawn. And but I gotta wait for the, like, a perfect weekend or a week. Yes, well, I've been painting longer than I've been playing or singing or composing. Yeah, I've done over 1,000 paintings in my life. For whatever that's worth. I'd like to think I've been getting better, but, and then over the last couple of years, I broke into the music, so I stopped painting entirely. Because I was expressing my artistic outlet via my music. So yeah, that's what was going on there. However, all right. I don't know if you can hear. Let's got my no more. I haven't been painting for the last couple of years, like the one you just saw in there, the one that was the top of. I did that for the album cover, and I haven't done any painting since then because I'm pumping out albums. Because I'm not done forever. I'm sure I'm still alive. You know, everything's got its time. Just like the time it's going to take for me to eat that sloppy sausage. I should have called it sloppy sausage instead. That's all right. Hindsight's always 20/20. Oh yeah, that's what we want to see. A little steam. So that's steam. So I'm getting ready for my I guess you could call it a lunch right on time, because this will be done probably by noon exactly. And of course, my numbers, this shows how many people have been engaged in the last 19 minutes. That's 19 minutes of my life right there. Right there, 19 minutes. Songs are all basically sloppy sausages. Well, I try not to compose them where they're. I certainly try not to let them be sloppy. I mean, granted, that's. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna set that down there. And this is how a poor person makes cigarettes. Sloppy sausages are basically art. Depending on where the mess goes. I mean, if she takes the mess, well, wouldn't it be nice to meet someone who cleaned up after themselves? Not after those sloppy sausages. A little tappity tap and a flappity flap. Big old bag of tobacco. It's all going in my lungs, every bit of it. Every bit of that big bag. There are certain days if I know I'm doing stuff, then I'll sit here and for an hour and I'll roll up a buttload of them. If I know I'm leaving the house or something. I don't want to get caught without my tobacco. I like to have my tobacco handy. And there we are. So my plan is to cook up these sausages. And then I'm going to watch a little Star Trek Voyager. Brings me back. I was going through it. I mean, I've watched it a bunch of times over the years. You know, like, I didn't follow it when it was actually on TV because I was doing other stuff. There's nothing stopping me. But I saw it all, like, via Netflix afterwards when they were doing the DVDs. And then streaming came along, so I got to watch it on Netflix and a couple other different places, like in order. And then it went from watching those in order and just kind of enjoying it. But now I've been kind of reviewing them. Like Stargate SG-1. No one ever thought to put pillows down at the bottom of that gate where everyone was going through that hole all the time. So I'm going through Voyager and I'm kind of dismantling it comedically. I mean, I enjoyed it, but it's amazing to think even that was like 20 years ago. And to look at Kate Mulgrew back in the day, she was a very handsome looking woman. Handsome looking woman, Kate Mulgrew. Oh, I see steam. That's a good thing. Let me drop the new additions of my cigarette family until it's consumed. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. Firefly was a great show. I like that. I forget who played the priest. I should know this. What is it? I should know the entire cast. Smoke show on that. There were a couple of smoke shows. See, that's back when women were allowed to be beautiful. They didn't have to bulk up to fit the stereotype. It was like space western. I like that. And the story arc went pretty well too. Oh, yeah, everything's getting rebooted. Which, all right, I mean, I'll be entertained, I suppose, but like, are you really excited about the 17th installment of Ghostbusters? I haven't seen it. Am I really excited about, what else are they bringing back? They're thinking about bringing Stargate back, actually. There are a bunch of things on the slate. I mean, they tried to do that Tron animation, and that didn't quite go so well. Despite the fact that's a great franchise. I live in there at night. I live in the Tron universe. Live on the grid. He's on the grid. Yeah, because the original was just like a cheeky comedy. And now it's all full of member berries, so you can't get any comedy into it. Like, where do these stairs go? They go up. Essentially, it was because it was like with the scientist, the bumbling fool, and the shyster and their adventures together somehow in the midst of all the ghost stuff. But now it's all about member berries. All right, I gotta flip the old sausage over here. Get out my little wooden spoon. Just give them a little roll. There we go. Good. That's going to be ready to slice and dice soon. Well, yeah. But now they have ChatGPT can do all the writing for them. And ChatGPT can come up with the member berries. See, when they first started doing it, it was met with a decent reaction because people were like, oh, that's cool. You just triggered a memory. But now after 10 years of it, we're like, how about a story that stands on its own that doesn't make me want to reflect when I was 8? I mean, Okay, now the thing. Oh, let's go see the dogs. I'm okay. I got underwear on. Underwear and a robe. Let's go see the dog. Hey, Melly. Hi, Melly. Hi, sweetie. How are you? You're a good girl. Yes, you are. I'll give you guys a piece of sausage later. Huh? Oh, sweetie. Oh, you're a good girl. It's with the tongue. Oh, I know, sweetie. You're a good girl. Who's a good girl? You got a thing going with the tongue? Oh. All right, I'm cooking. It's nice out here, though. I plan on actually spending a little. Waiting. They're not even mine, but I love them. I love those dogs. All right. We're just about there. I mean, I've been prepping for 30 minutes. So I'm thinking I'll cut into it in a little bit. And then it goes into the roll, and then it goes into the sauce. But now my question right now for my own edification is how am I going to melt the cheese? Because it's not quite hot enough to, like, as soon as you add the cheese, it melts. Mozzarella must have like a really rough melting point or something, a high melting point. See, I didn't know that. Although I did guess it. So I know my lore, man. I know my lore. My geek flag flies. Yeah, improve. You got my geek flag flying high. Note, that was before they added the girl. Which is fine. Fine. Fine, Jody. You do your diversity, inclusion, and exclusivity stuff. And then say you had an upgrade like men suck. That was my issue with it. It wasn't that it was a woman. It was that she went, oh, I'm so much better now. It's like she said the word upgrade. And in every man's head is like, oh, you're saying we're a downgrade? What happened to that Amanda Tapping speech? Just because my reproductive organs are on the outside rather than the inside doesn't mean I'm any less capable. Unless we're talking about having children. And I noticed Jodie Whittaker didn't pop any kids out on camera. Just saying, that could have made it. That's right. They're so much better. They're better than us. I mean, granted, they bleed all over the place every month, and you got to buy them things all the time, otherwise they don't shut up. See, this is a general misogyny. Not all girls are like that, but a lot of ones I dated were. She wanted nice stuff. She didn't want my company. She wanted nice stuff. No, I mean, you got your exceptions to the rule, like Sarah Silverman. She's got moments. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else who makes me laugh. Not even Whitney Cummings or like, I'm not fond of, who's the chunky girl there? She was big like 8 years ago. She's a comedian asterisk. Oh yeah. All right, we're getting there. I thought she was all right. If I'm thinking of the same girl. I mean, there are a few out there that really aren't bad, but most of the time, it's what's the opposite of misogyny? Hypergamy. It was like the hypergamy network, most of them. All right. Wow. Hey, Jason, I need both hands to finish this job. So I'm going to drop this stream, but I'll be back on later. And it's nice to know we can talk geek stuff. That actually makes me pretty excited about future streams. All right, I gotta cook and eat. Peace, man. Bye.